In this video, I'm talking about the Swiss Army knife of remote microphones, the Resound Multi-Mic. Coming up. Hi guys, Cliff Olson, Doctor of Audiology and founder of Applied Hearing Solutions in Anthem, Arizona. And on this channel, I cover a bunch of hearing-related information to help make you a better informed consumer. So if you're into that, consider hitting the subscribe button. There is no bigger fan of a remote microphone than I am. Basically what they do is they help you hear substantially better in background noise, way better than any hearing aid on its own. I don't care how much money you spent on that hearing aid. Remote microphones are really intended to do one thing, and that's to clip on the shirt of the person that you're talking to so it streams their voice directly into your hearing aids, which dramatically helps you in a background noise situation. But really, that's where the functionality ends. And that's really kind of what makes the Resound Multi-Mic so cool, is that it actually has multiple functionalities that you can use with the remote microphone. The first thing it can do is act like a remote microphone. You clip it on the shirt of the person you want to talk to, and it streams their voice right into your ears, helping you hear substantially better, just like pretty much any remote microphone that's out there. But the second thing that you can do with it is actually put it on a table horizontally, and it will pick up the voices of the people around that table more so than the people on the outside of that table. So if you're in a busy restaurant and you want to hear your family and friends that you're eating with, all you have to do is take this and set it in the center of the table, and it will dramatically improve how well you can hear the people you're eating with. The third thing that it can do is act as a telecoil. So if you don't have a telecoil in your hearing aids, you can use this as your telecoil. So if you go into these facilities that have a telecoil in them, and the way that you can tell that is if they have a sign like this, you'll be able to take this device, switch it into telecoil mode, and pull in all of the sound from the main speaker, like if you're at a church or even the theater who has actors with microphones on their shirts pumping it into a soundboard, and then they take that and put it through the telecoil loop. You can get access to that directly, which will dramatically improve your ability to understand whoever's talking into their microphone. The fourth thing that you can do is actually stream music and basically any kind of audio from anything that has a headphone jack. Basically what you do is you take the jack, you plug it into the bottom of the multi-mic, and you take the other end of the jack and you plug it into the headphone jack of whatever device that you want to pull that sound from. And it basically converts it into a wireless signal right here in the device that you have sitting on your computer, on your laptop, and it sends it wirelessly into your hearing aids. And the fifth thing you can do is actually gain access to an FM system. On the very bottom of the multi-mic, it has a port that you can use to put a receiver for an FM system. So if you want to gain access to FM, all you have to do is use this little guy here with whatever boot is corresponding with that FM system, and you'll be able to tap into an FM system right through this guy. This is really why I call it the Swiss Army knife of remote microphones, because not only can it perform the regular function of a remote microphone, but it can do 5 different things and do them all really well. Now, pairing this guy to your hearing aids is super easy as well. Basically, you want to turn off your hearing aids by opening up the battery doors. You'll turn on the multi-mic. You will click the little white button that's back here with like the tip of a pen, and it will put this into pairing mode into the first slot on your hearing aids. Once you close the battery doors, it identifies this little guy right here, and then anytime that you hold down the program button for 2 seconds, you'll hear broop, and it will put you into the streaming mode, where then anytime that you're feeding information from this, whether it's the remote microphone, whether you're sitting it on a table, whether you have a direct audio jack input into it, whether you're using FM, your hearing aids will pick up whatever that signal is. So let's talk about some other really cool things that I like about the multi-mic. And first is that it's really small. I like having nice, small, sleek looking devices. This one is definitely as small and sleek as you get for having a device that does so many things. You'll get about 7 to 11 hours worth of battery life as well, which is really nice. And I'm not talking standby time, I'm talking actual streaming time. The 7 hours is usually if you're using Telecoil, that pulls a little bit more battery. And and then the typical streaming that you would do maybe with music or something like that, you'll get 10 to 11 hours worth of battery life when you do that. You could also be 80 feet away from this guy and it will still transmit that sound to your hearing aid. So you could really kind of almost use it like a spy device if you really wanted to. And really the best thing about this device is its ability to give you a better signal to noise ratio. And when I talk about signal to noise ratio, this is basically how much signal you're getting versus the amount of noise that you're getting. And so if you have a really low signal to noise ratio, then basically you have a lot of background noise and very little bit of signal, or in this case, speech. And so what you really want to achieve with both your hearing aids and a device like this is to get the highest signal to noise ratio you can possibly get. Now, when you're paying for a really expensive set of hearing aids, you're hoping to get an additional benefit of like 5 decibels of signal to noise ratio. But when you use this thing, you actually get 15 decibels of signal to noise ratio. So basically, you're going to get 3 times the benefit for a device that maybe cost you a few $100s versus devices that will cost you a few $1,000s. Okay, so it has a bunch of really awesome things about it, but there is always something that I don't necessarily like about certain devices. And to be fair, Resound doesn't necessarily say that it has this capability, but it would be nice if I were to plug this into my computer and I could also use this not only to stream sound from my computer, but if I could use it as a microphone talking into my computer. And it doesn't seem like a big deal, but if you're someone who wants to, let's say, Skype on your computer, video conference, something like that, or, FaceTime on Facebook, then being able to actually use this as a two-way device would be substantially better than only being able to use it as a one-way device to stream sound. Now, you do have access to other accessories in the Resound line to help you do that, but it would be very, very awesome if you could use this as a two-way device, and as of right now, you can't. Now, it was a really big struggle to find out anything that was negative about this device. I can't even say anything bad about the clip that's on it. The clip is even super strong, which is something that I don't necessarily think is the case with a lot of remote microphones that I work with. But the Resound Multi-Mic, gotta admit, I'm a fan. That's it for this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. If you liked the video, go ahead and share it. And if you want to see more videos just like this one, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next time.